Greyfriars Kirkyard, one of Edinburgh's older graveyards, having been founded by Franciscan monks known as the Greyfriars in the year 1562. It was later sanctioned to replace the churchyard at St. Giles Cathedral when that churchyard had reached its maximum capacity. Greyfriars later became home to a great many plague pits. It is even said that well over 100,000 people lay buried beneath the ground there, and that wherever you stand in the kirkyard, you are standing on top of a few bodies. Many of these mass graves were built in a hurry and, as such, were not all 6 feet down. There is even an urban legend that after a rainstorm the odd bone will drift up to the surface. The kirkyard has several notable residents, but few are as famous or infamous as George Mackenzie, aka Bloody Mackenzie. He was a lawyer and became Lord Advocate to King Charles II. In his career, he helped the king persecute a religious group called the Covenanters who went to war with the king to retain their religious freedom. He built the world's first concentration camps in the land adjacent to the kirkyard, and now his tomb lies a stone's throw away from it. Under his instruction, such was his deep hatred for the Covenanters. In my own experience of Greyfriars, I have found it to be at once a tranquil and sunny place to have lunch as tourists pass by, also a dark, intimidating place where I have felt true terror. The place seems to change when the sun begins to set. I have gone there on overnight investigations and on ghost tours, and while I dare say some of it may be put on for tourists, I feel something truly dark there. When you enter the Covenanters' prison, there is the sense that danger lies ahead and that you are leaving safety behind. I have been standing in the tomb with nobody behind me and thick stone walls, and heard whispering right behind me as though the speaker was leaning over my shoulder. This is referred to in the paranormal community as magic whispers. And on one occasion I went in there and felt a pain in my eyes and a burning sensation. When I checked a mirror, the whites of my eyes were bright red and the blood vessels had burst. Another time I was in the Covenanters' prison, and in the 15 minutes I spent there, I felt more and more ill, tired and drained. I appreciate some will say that these events could have a natural explanation, but when one considers the many other reports of injury, it starts to seemingly imply a supernatural source. It is strange at the very least. I often feel uneasy whenever I'm in the bothy with the numerous haunted, cursed and possessed dolls. I frequently feel like I'm standing in a crowded room and feel the dolls' many eyes upon me. Even on occasions when I've been briefly left alone,